Today on MTG Unpacked, we're checking out the Elspeth versus Kiora Duel deck. And with me, I have Elspeth and Kiora. So let's take a look at this. The Sun's champion faces the Crashing Wave. Okay, so you get two 60-card decks, two deck boxes, 4 creature token strategy, insert magic rules reference card. Alright, so looks like also some foil cards there, so let's get stuck into it. And what is your favorite duel deck? Is there one that has come out recently or from distant past that you have fond memories of? Leave a note in the comments. Okay, so we've got this thing. We'll take a look at that in a moment. And the deck boxes. Alright. Seems to be stuck down pretty well. Okay, so cards going everywhere. Alright. So we have our foils. We've got the decks. And these cool deck boxes. Alright, so let's take a look at the foils first of all. So we have Kiora, the Crashing Wave, Planeswalker Kiora, 2 loyalty for 4 mana. Her +1 until your next turn, prevent all damage that will be dealt to and dealt by target opponent or target permanent and opponent controls. -1, draw a card, you may play an additional land this turn, and -5, you get an emblem with at the beginning of your end step. Put a 9/9 blue Kraken creature token onto the battlefield. Alright, seems decent. And then Elspeth. Elspeth, Sun's champion, Planeswalker Elspeth, 4 loyalty for 6. A +1, put 3 1/1 white soldier creature tokens onto the battlefield. -3, destroy all creatures with power 4 or greater, and -7, you get an emblem with creatures you control. Get +2/+2 and have flying. Okay, so then we will take a look. What else do we get here? This reference card I think is just the usual thing. Yeah, parts of a turn and so on and so forth. Okay, so that is helpful if you're new to Magic. And it's like a poster here. If I can ever get it open. Okay, so we have Planeswalker game rules. So that tells you about how the Planeswalker cards work. If you're not familiar with that, you can freeze frame the video. Alright, so we've got Elspeth there, and a bit about Elspeth versus Kiora. Some backstory. Okay, so Kiora is the merfolk. And a deck list. So if you wanted to build this yourself, you could check that out. Okay, lots of stuff from Born of the Gods, Planner, Chaos, Onslaught, so forth. More about Elspeth and Kiora and the deck list for that. Okay, so let's get stuck into the decks, check them out. Okay, we'll get this stuff out of the way. We'll start off here. Let's see, we'll do the Kiora deck first. So this is a blue-green deck. What I'll do is look through the mana base first, and then we will get stuck into the deck. Okay, so we start off here. We have Evolving Wilds. So land, tap, sack it, search library for a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield. Tap, then shuffle your library. So you get 2 of those. Temple of the False God, a land, tap, add 2 to your mana pool, activate this ability only if you control 5 or more lands. Okay, just 1 of those. And then basics, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of those. Islands. Okay, 11 islands, so that's about right. 50-50 split there. Okay, and then if we take a look at the deck, what do we get? Scourge of Fleets. Okay, so this is a rare creature Kraken. 6/6 for 7. When it enters the battlefield, return each creature your opponents control with toughness X or less to its owner's hand, where X is the number of islands you control. Okay, so bounce the opponent's creatures away. This guy. Simic Sky Swallower. Creature Leviathan. 6/6/4/7 with flying and trample. Also has Shroud. So it can't be a target for spells or abilities. And next we have an Inkwell Leviathan. Artifact Creature Leviathan. 7/11 for 9. Whoa. Has trample and island walk. And Shroud. Okay. Whelming Wave. Sorcery for 4. Return all creatures to their owner's hands except for Krakens, Leviathans, Octopuses, and Serpents. And that's probably mostly what you're playing here. Plasm Capture. Instant for 4. Counter target spell at the beginning of your next pre-combat main phase. Add X mana in any combination of colours to your mana pool, where X is that spell's converted mana cost. Okay, Omen Speaker. So you get to scry Coiling Oracle and putting land cards on the battlefield or into your hand. We get 2 of those. Kiora's Follower. Untapping target permanent. Grazing Gladeheart. So life gain. 2 of those. Netcaster Spider. So you can reach those flying creatures with this one. And if it blocks, you get to pump it. So we get 2 of those. Man of War. Bouncing creatures back to their owner's hand. 2 of those. Law Scale Coatl. That's a mouthful. Whenever you draw a card, you may put a +1/+1 counter on it. So 2 of those. Nessian Asp. Has Monstrosity 4 and Reach. Saraka Banisher. Saraka. In this battlefield, you may return target tapped creature to its owner's hand. 2 of those. Sealock Monster. Look at the artwork on that one. Pretty cool. Creature Octopus. And it can't attack unless defending player controls an island. And also has Monstrous 3. Very cool. Nimbus Swimmer. Another Leviathan. So pumping up with creatures. That one also flies. Explore. A sorcery for 2, allows you to play extra lands, draw a card, so 2 of those. Accumulated knowledge, and yeah, checking what's in graveyards, drawing cards. Okay, so you get a play set of those. Yep, 4 of those. Peel from Reality. So returning a target creature you control and a creature you don't control to their owner's hands. Time to feed. And get some life gain when your opponent's creature dies. You get 2 of those. Explosive Vegetation. So looking for basic lands, put them on the battlefield, tap, shuffle your library. Seems good. Aetherize. Return all attacking creatures to their owner's hand. Urban Evolution. So some card draw, extra lands. And we get a Kraken token. Nothing on the back. Okay, so just single-sided tokens. 9/9 Kraken. Alright. So that is the Kiora deck. And let's dig into the Elspeth, see what's going on here. This is probably a lot of counters, a lot of tokens. That's what I'm expecting anyway. We'll see what we end up with. And we'll dig through the lands. Okay. So what do we get here? Secluded Step. Enters battlefield tapped. Tap, add white to your mana pool. You can cycle it for a single white as well. 2 of those. Then planes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 22, okay, about what I was expecting. So it's a mono white deck. Expecting the white weenie archetype here. So we get Precinct Captain, a rare creature human soldier, 2/2 for 2, has first strike whenever it deals combat damage to a player. Put a 1/1 white soldier creature token onto the battlefield. Okay, so that is meeting expectations already. Gust Cloak Savior, creature bird soldier, 3/4 for 5 with flying. Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, you may untap that creature and remove it from combat. Next up we have Captain of the Watch, creature human soldier, 3/3 for 6. Has vigilance. Other soldier creatures you control get +1/+1 and have vigilance. And when it enters the battlefield, put 3 +1/+1 white soldier creature tokens onto the battlefield. Dictate of Heliod, enchantment for 5, has flash. Creatures you control get +2/+2. So you want to pump up all your tokens or other creatures. Decree of Justice, sorcery for X, 2 colors, 2 white, put X 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. You can cycle it for 2 and white. When you cycle it, you may pay X. If you do, put X 1/1 white soldier creature tokens onto the battlefield. Okay. Next we have Acacian Javelineers, creature human soldier. So they get a javelin counter. You can basically deal damage by removing those. So we get 2 of those. Mother of Runes. So target creature control gains protection from the colour of your choice until end of turn. Kinsbale Skirmisher, pumping creatures. So 2 of those. Core Skyfisher, flying creature. You get to bounce a permanent you control to its owner's hand. Veteran Armorsmith, pumping creatures there. 2 of those. Court Street Denizen. So tapping a target creature when another white creature of yours enters the battlefield. Standing Troops with Vigilance. Veteran Swordsmith, pumping creatures again. 2 of those. Banisher Priest, exiling a target creature until this guy leaves the battlefield. Gust Cloak Harrier, and untap it, remove from combat when it becomes blocked. So 2 of those. Gust Cloak Skirmisher, whenever it becomes blocked, you may untap it and remove it from combat. Okay, that's similar to the other one, except okay, that is flying. It's a 2/3. Okay, a bit more mana. Gust Cloak Sentinel. So again, untap or remove from combat when it becomes blocked. Loxodon Partisan has Battle Cry. What on earth is that? Whenever this creature attacks each other, attacking creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. 2 of those guys. Gem Palm Avenger. You can cycle it and pump soldiers. Okay, +1/+1, give them first strike. Noble Templar, Vigilance and Plains Cycling. Mortal's Ardor, again pumping creatures, give them lifelink. Sunlance, dealing damage. Target non-white creature. Mighty Leap, +2/+2 and give it flying. That's pretty good too. Raise the Alarm, you get some soldier tokens, so we're going to get 2 of those. Soul Parry, preventing damage. Celestial Flare, so they got to sacrifice an attacking or blocking creature. Dauntless Onslaught, pumping your creatures again, and then some soldier tokens, just single-sided. Okay, so yeah, this one's very much about creating tokens, pumping your creatures, bouncing things back to your opponent's hand, exiling. And then this one, the blue-green, you have some large creatures, the Kraken and so forth, Leviathans, Octopus. So that the theme here is large creatures doing a lot of damage. Okay, so there we go. That is the Elspeth versus Kiora Duel deck. Okay, so this deck was going for about $39, so getting a little pricey now. This is one of the older dual decks. You would have to be a big Elspeth or Kiora fan, I think, to pick this up. but I still think it's a decent deck for when it came out. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button for more Magic the Gathering unboxings, and be sure to tap the notification bell to be notified as soon as new videos are released. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.